Steve Bunce with the latest Box Nation action replay. What a night we had on Friday down at York Hall for the ABA Elite Finals. 26 lads going toe-to-toe for the honour of an ABA title and a nice bit of silverware for the trophy cabinet too. Now the packed crowd were treated to 13 great fights, and I for one can't wait until we get the chance to do it all again. If this is a window on boxing's future, us fans have got a lot to look forward to.
I can't stand the silence that we go through. Take it out.
On the same night and at a slightly larger venue in Cologne, Ireland's Ray Garvey introduced the main event. The fight was billed as Bad Blood, an appropriate title as there's no love lost between Felix Sturm and Sebastian Zbik. From the start, Zbik showed little respect to the champion.
Oh, he's rocked. Just for a second, he rocked the champion.
By the third, Sturm was beginning to find his range.
And he's locked the jaw of Zbik with that left hand.
And by the fifth, the damage was beginning to show.
See the marks around Zbik's face as he's clobbered again.
Sturm was relentless, picking his opponent off at will. Zbik had no answer to his countryman's fearsome shot.
And he's caught him with a couple there, and he's surely done enough to win this round.
His corner had seen enough after 9 rounds, and the champion had retained his title in impressive style. Brandon Rios took a gamble on making the weight for his Las Vegas WBA lightweight encounter with Cuban Richard Abril, and lost. 2 pounds over at the weigh-in, and inexplicably 4 pounds over an hour later. Bam Bam had already paid out a $45,000 fine and an undisclosed fee to Abril before he stepped into the ring. Whether it was this or the fact that he wouldn't have taken the title home with him even if he'd won, something was certainly missing from his performance. The other factor on the night was that Abril seemed to have him worked out from the start.
Nice combination there, and a sharp right hand from Abril. Abril trying to keep that distance with that long reach.
Using his height and reach advantage, Abril was picking him off with stiff right hands.
Another sharp right hand from Richard Abril. That is a beautiful long right hand.
And even when Rios tried to rough him up, Abril's defense was solid.
And Rios is not able to land cleanly with anything. Those shots being blocked on both sides.
The top-ranked commentary team had the Cuban building an impressive lead as he continued to torment Rios.
Richard Abril has dictated the terms of aggression throughout these 12 rounds, no question.
And there seemed little doubt that the belt was going to Richard Abril.
And Rios was never able to uncork on Richard Abril.
No.
Bam Bam!
Rios escaped the scene of the crime with his unbeaten record intact, winning a one-sided fight that everyone bar the judges had given the other way.
I think it's absolute nonsense.
I agree, this fight wasn't even close. I mean, I think a kindergarten kid could have scored this fight and seen that.
Next on the double main event, we went down Mexico way as local hero Juan Manuel Marquez took on Serhiy Fedchenko for the vacant interim WBO light welterweight championship. The two-time world champion was quick off the mark.
Comes in now and cuffs him with a hook.
But the Ukrainian obviously wasn't there just to make up the numbers.
Fedchenko now dancing around and then rifles out a decent right hand.
Marquez began to open up by the fifth, but the professor was also asking questions of his own.
There he is.
And wobbles Fedchenko.
Yeah.
But whatever Fedchenko had to offer, the Mexican always seemed to have a little bit more.
Good exchange there. Final seconds here, round 7, as again Fedchenko, unorthodox. Looks like he's getting shaky.
Marquez tried to find a spectacular finish to an unspectacular fight.
Marquez is going to try to close the show.
Hit him with the right hand. Fedchenko is hurt.
But Fedchenko held on, but at least in this fight there was no doubt about the result. Look out for more great live fights coming up at BoxNation.com. I'm Steve Bunce. See you soon.